What up, everybody? This is Key, and we're back with chicken and dumplings. We're going to cut up our vegetables and cut up our meat. I bought some rotisserie chicken because I am not roasting chicken today. So we're going to take a shortcut around this whole thing. Here are my vegetables that you know I always got to have. But yeah, we taking this thing real short today, okay? So remember I told you I almost died last year? Okay, so I haven't found quite all of my utensils, so I got to improvise today. So I bought a can of of biscuits. I rolled it in some flour and I'm going to flatten it out. I'm going to be mad as hell when I find out what's in that can. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and flatten them out with the flour and the empty can, full can, and I'm going to make sure they are pressed down, baby, and they're doing exactly what we need them to do because this is easy. You don't have a rolling pin, use a can, but be smarter than me and put what's on that can, okay? Because I can't remember, and I'm going to be mad. You're going to go ahead and make sure these are floured and rolled down flat and cut them into pieces. That one thing can be cut into 4 pieces. Here's my pan full with Trinity and bay leaves, and I'm letting the aromatics come from that. I am putting in tricolor bell peppers, a little bit of garlic, some carrots because my kids hate carrots. Mind your business. And I'm also using fresh parsley. There's nothing like the smell of fresh parsley and the taste. Okay, so that's all I have here is what I'm going to be using for my root. Once you cook it down, this is what it's going to look like. Remember when I told you if your food doesn't have any color, you're doing something wrong? That's why. So we done deboned the chicken, took off the skin, got out all the things we don't need. My husband ate all the dark meat, so now we're left with just these pieces of white meat. But I seasoned it well because I'm going to be adding it to the pot, and I want the meat to have a flavor all by itself. So this is where I'm adding the dumplings. Again, I used flour and a biscuit, and then I rolled it with a random can. Again, I cannot remember what's in that can. Don't be like me. I was going to put that whole dumpling in there. My daughter told me not to embarrass her, so I cut it up into 4. Chicken and dumplings is a very easy recipe. It's hard to mess up, but if you don't listen and follow directions, you will mess up. So you need to come on over to Patreon because over there I'm giving explicit directions and measurements, okay? Anyway, these are all the seasonings that I used. This is chicken and dumplings. It's okay. Don't let it intimidate you. And buy a rotisserie chicken. You don't have to bake a chicken to have rotisserie chicken. You don't have to cook chicken breast. Buy a rotisserie chicken and buy a can of biscuits, flatten them out, and there you go. Kiwi Cooking, all 2024. Catch us on Patreon, baby. My husband likes it a little bit thinner than I do. I'll show you my bowl at the end. And my kids like it the way my husband does. But again, this is my bowl, so I think this bowl is perfection. Hey, there we go.